kingdom comes in, we're going to be living under that spiritual vibration of our forefather Jacob. All right? And it reads, and Jacob said, no, Salakia, and Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage. See, Jacob even gave him bread. You understand? Jacob, like I said, Jacob would have gave him the whole pot, and he would have made him a garment for free. All right? If that was what he wanted to get that birthright, because Jacob understood the spiritual profit of that birthright, which Esau didn't understand. Okay? Because Esau's not a spiritual person; he's a carnal person, like I keep saying. All right? Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of the lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. He looked down on the birthright. He didn't care about that. All right. And really, he was mad that Jacob took the blessing. But part of the birthright is the blessing, man. Okay. That's part of the birthright. Okay. And plus, he despised the blessing anyway. Right? You know. So that shows you that Esau is carnal. And guess what? 2/3 of the nation of Israel, of our own people, they're carnal too. They're under the vibration of Esau, man. They move at with the same mind frame of Esau. That's why when you speak to a lot of Israelites today, they'll say what? A lot of Israelites will say they don't beat their children, man. Where'd they get that from, man? Where'd they get that philosophy from, man? Okay? In the scripture it said, spirit of rod and spoil the child, man. That's why these Edomite kids be cursing out their parents, man. Alright? That's why I had this kid when I was growing up, man. He used to call his mom a bitch. You know? Speak to her basically like a pimp speaks to a hoe, man. You know? That's how he used to speak to his mom. Motherfuckers used to go to his crib and laugh at that shit. You understand? But that's because what? You think he got licks? Man, he never got no licks. And that's why Esau children act like that, man. Okay? But you go down to the islands, you go down to Jamaica and the different islands, man. Them young kids, man, you know, from what I know, they always used to come with respect. When they see an older person on the block, they say hello, good evening. Alright? If they didn't say that, it would be a problem. Alright? So, but that's part of our culture. And the reason why Jake say now, you might speak to a Jake, especially the woman, man. The woman be following everything Esau says. Alright? Oh no, I don't beat my children, but that's why their children are so out of order. Okay? You know? Not to say you just do it for no reason. No, but if it's worthy of it, there's situations where yes, you do that, of course. Alright? Romans 8, verse 7. This is Romans 8 and 7. And it reads, it says I'll start at verse 6, and it reads, okay, I'll start at verse 4, and it reads, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Okay, but we're walking in through the Spirit, man. All right. And it says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, But to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. All right. So to be carnally minded is death. But this is why Esau is known as what? The man that will bring death, man. Everywhere he goes, hell and death will surround him. That goes back to Habakkuk. Okay, because his mind is carnal, man. Okay, so everything he brings is death, man. Out of all the nations, man, all these different nations, these other nations, they have some form of spirituality, man. All right, they have some type of spirituality, whether it's Elam, whether it's Moab. They believe in a higher power. They believe in, they're keeping the earth a certain way, letting things be to a certain extent because they're spiritual to a certain extent. But Esau, the so-called white man, he's not spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about him. He's completely carnal. Okay? That's why I believe I was watching something, and they said, what, the so-called white man, he holds nothing sacred, man. I don't know if it was some so-called Native Americans that were saying it in a movie, but that saying is true, man. He holds nothing sacred, man. All right? He believes in bro, there's people, what are the brothers?